Spectrum. It is the Saturday before Christmas. God, I swear that every damn soul in Cornmarket seems intent on walking through me. My ears are bitten, bone marrow cold. Leo holds my hand like he did as a toddler, now 18 years old. His height is 6'2", but his gait is only slightly better, and he walks head down. Avoids all eye contact, uses the rhythm of my steps as a guide. Stiffens. Stops. "Coffee!" he shouts, loud enough that people stare, then "Coffee!" again. And he lets go of my hand to flap his long arms and stamp his feet, and no coffee and no nonsense, I say. "We need to get home, son." I reach out a hand, but he bats it away, anchors to the ground, ignores me. I need to choose my battles. "Don't you dare," I mutter. "Don't you dare have a meltdown in the middle of Belfast. Not today, son. Please." The pain in my chest reminds me to breathe, and teenagers are already circling with mobile phones at the ready. When he was younger, the meltdowns would terrify me. He would throw himself to the ground, limbs flailing, while I froze, not knowing how to make it stop. And after, I would sit on the floor with his head in my lap and stroke his hair. As much to soothe myself as him. You see, I had no idea how to love this child. I was empty, hollow, as if someone had carved out my core, and it was years before I realised I was grieving for the healthy child I thought I had a right to, for the absent father who couldn't cope, for all that I used to be, all that I would never become. I remember the exact moment it changed. Leo was 6. We were on holiday in a dilapidated 2-berth caravan in Portrush. It had rained all week. So desperate to get outside, we donned raincoats, Wellingtons, headed to the rock pools with buckets and nets in hand, and Leo hunkered down, reached out to touch the water with his fingers, giggled as the ripples made their way to the edge. His laughter, birdsong in the air. "Circles!" he boasted, as if he had invented them. And then he looked straight at me. Not past me, not through me, but straight at me. His eyes locked on mine, and I saw for the first time the way that sunlight sprinkled gold dust on his eyelashes, the way that laughter punctured his cheeks with dimples. "Yes, Leo, you clever boy. Those are circles." But he was gone. As quickly as he had arrived, silent once more, face flat. But it didn't matter, because something had connected. We had connected. My boy was reachable. I can make this happen again. In Cornmarket, the streetlights turn raindrops to fireflies above our heads, and I study Leo for signs that this is something other than defiance, but he isn't rocking on his feet or tapping on his thigh. There is no low hum that usually comes before an episode. The bugger is huffing. "Come on, son," I try. Immediately know the tone is too harsh. Watch him crumple and tears sear his face. Nothing's worth this. Standing my ground isn't worth this. That coffee smells good. The guilt is so heavy, I have trouble stepping towards him with my outstretched hand. "Come on, big man," I say. "Let's go and get that coffee, eh?" And there it is. That smile, the one that punctures his cheeks with dimples as he looks straight at me. See, I made it happen again. And my forever boy takes my hand.